Hey everybody, long time no see. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex. I'm glad you're here. I'm just doing a little check-in to say how's Carnivore going and some of the lessons that I have learned. So first of all, obviously I shaved the beard, and the reason I shaved the beard is I lost a bunch of weight. So I am currently down 73 pounds. And it's been about 7 months, I think maybe closer to 8. But I had that beard for a long time to hide my double chin. Well, I don't really have the double chin anymore. I mean, if I look down, I can make myself show. But yeah, I thought, hey, it's time for a change. Summer's coming up, and I can change it up. And my dad has always had a mustache, and so I figured I'll try it out. Got a lot of good feedback on the mustache, so I'm gonna keep it. And it just feels good to like do something different. It's kind of like a new look, so I'm really liking that. But like I said, I'm now down 73 pounds, and I started in October. That's October 2023. So we're getting to that point where I don't really remember how long it's been, but I know I started in October, and my belt size, or my pant size, has gone down from 44, and it was kind of a tight 44, like I was trending upwards, a tight 44 down to I'm now in a 38. So that's really exciting. I remember in high school when I was super skinny, I used to wear a 36 pant, so that's neat. The stomach aches that I reported in last video, those are gone. And I'm really not sure what changed. I believe that maybe it was oxalate dumping, because I've kept eating the same diet, the same things, and it just kind of cleared up on its own. So it's like my body has finally adapted. And I'd say it took 4 or 5 months to kind of get to that point. Maybe 6 months. But I'm not really having those stomach aches anymore, and I'm not really having any problems. Things are going well. That's partly why I haven't recorded a video, because it's like things are going well. I don't have much to report other than I'm still on Carnivore and I'm still losing weight. My weight loss has slowed down. It's still going though. And I'm losing about 2 to 3 pounds a month now, which is okay. I have not tried fasting yet. I think that might be the next step. I do want to keep losing weight, so I'm at 232 at the moment. And I don't know exactly where I want to land, but I want to land around 200, maybe like 210, 215. But I'm still losing weight, and I've also introduced carnivore ice cream into my diet. Now, before you troll me in the comments and say ice cream is not carnivore, I know. The type of ice cream I'm making, though, is mostly carnivore. So let me explain. What I do is I do heavy whipping cream and egg yolks. Oh, and I learned this from Dr. Kiltz. So heavy whipping cream and 3 egg yolks. I do a whole pint of heavy whipping cream, 3 egg yolks, and that's the base. Oh, and then a tablespoon of stevia. So that's one thing that's not on plan. But from what I've seen, stevia doesn't spike your blood sugar like regular sugar does. But either way, I've noticed it doesn't derail me. It doesn't make me feel awful at all. So if I go out and I eat regular sugar, or like I get regular ice cream from the store, it's gonna make me feel sick. I'm gonna feel really lousy afterwards. But if I eat this ice cream that's got stevia in it, it works better. So those 3 things are the base, and then you add your flavoring. So we've been doing vanilla. So we just do a teaspoon of vanilla, and it's half a teaspoon, I think, of vanilla, and half a teaspoon of salt. Put it in a homemade ice cream maker, let it go for about 25 minutes. It's nice. It makes 4 or 5 bowls, and it tastes really great, and it doesn't derail me. So I think that's one of the big lessons that I learned is you need to be willing to be flexible with the carnivore diet. So, stevia and vanilla extract are not necessarily on plan, but that's okay. I think carnivore allows you to experiment, and Laura Spath talks about this a lot on her channel, but you've got to find something that works for you. You can't just be like, I'm gonna go strict carnivore and for the rest of my life. Like, that's really hard. But some people might need to. Most people probably need to be like mostly carnivore. Someone like me, I didn't have serious health problems. They were starting to get serious, but they weren't terrible. They weren't like autoimmune diseases or something like that. I would say the average person can probably get away with going mostly carnivore. But anyway, the ice cream has been great. You can also put some cinnamon in there to make it snickerdoodle ice cream, which is really yummy. I tried putting cream cheese in there, and that was not good. Or maybe I was putting too much. But the cream cheese that I was using, even though I would get it warm, as soon as you put it in the mixture and it starts getting cold, it clumps up. So you get clumps of cream cheese instead of having it mixed evenly throughout. And I mean, maybe there's a way to get around that, but I didn't like it, and neither did my wife. But yeah, that was a big lesson I learned, that it's okay to modify and to test and experiment and see how your body does. And I don't think you can do that until you do an elimination diet, like the carnivore diet. What are some of the other big lessons I've learned? Just contentment with flavor. So I'm eating very similar things, and I am like each day. So I eat a lot of eggs, usually eat eggs for breakfast. Sometimes I have sausage and cheese with those eggs, but almost every day I have eggs for breakfast. And then there's a lot of beef that I'm eating, ground beef, hamburgers, and just steaks in general. I'm eating a lot of beef, but I'm okay with it. And I still think there's plenty of variety out there if I just go and search for it. So being content with a small subset of food has been great, and it makes it easy to prep food. It makes it easy to plan what I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat one of these 4 or 5 things. Now, the reason I bring that up is because I have more big news. My wife has started the carnivore diet. So she started a little less than a month ago, and she said that she would try it for 30 days. So I was really excited when she said that, because I had been doing carnivore alone up until this point and had been cooking for the kids and her. I didn't always cook dinner for her. A lot of times she'd make her own stuff, but we were cooking 3 different meals for the family, and that was a lot. So to go down to just us doing carnivore and the kids doing whatever they do has been helpful. And it's just been nice to have her perspective, because she likes different carnivore foods than I do. Like, I don't mind hard-boiled eggs at all. She doesn't really like them. So, I would use the hard-boiled eggs as a snack and as a backup. Like, oh, well, if I have nothing else to eat, I can just eat a hard-boiled egg. And so she doesn't necessarily like them as much. So we've had to think about other carnivore snacks like beef sticks and cheese sticks, and she actually just bought some of the pork rind dust, so we're going to try to make some carnivore bread. That's where you mix the pork rinds that are just pigskin fried, flaky, and then you mix it with eggs, and now you have bread, a bread-like substance. Anyway, so I appreciate her perspective that she has brought, and she's losing weight too. She, I think, lost 11 pounds in 4 weeks. So we're gonna take her measurements here at the end of 30 days and see how things are going. And I'm going to encourage her to keep going. I think she probably will land somewhere in the ketovore space, and that's fine. I think the more meat, the better. And yeah, other than that, things are going really well. I have no plans of stopping carnivore. As I get bored with food, I'll continue to try different things. There is a butcher that is local to us, and we have set aside some money that we're gonna probably use next week to go get some special meat. So maybe we'll get some lamb or some bison or just something unique. I have not eaten a single piece of fish during my time as carnivore, so maybe I need to do that too. And another realization that I had was I feel my best when I'm not taking supplements, which is really random. I mean, maybe I was hitting hypervitaminosis, but I had a multivitamin I was taking like omega-3s and omega-6s, I was taking an iodine supplement, I was taking quite a few things, and I would feel the best when I wasn't taking them at all. So I haven't taken any of those in weeks. You know, I've done a few iodine drops here and there, but you know, I'm eating a lot more salt, and I think I need to check, but I think a lot of the salt that I'm eating has iodine in it already. So like I eat table salt, I use table salt at work, and I think that's iodized, and we use pink Himalayan salt at home. So I don't know if there's iodine in there. But either way, like I feel my best when I'm not taking supplements. So I'm gonna ride that out, see how long it goes, kind of pay attention to my own symptoms, and you know, maybe I can introduce some variety. I was thinking about getting some liver pills. So a few months ago I tried mixing ground liver into ground beef, and it was not good. It tasted disgusting. It filled our house with a disgusting smell and almost tainted ground beef for me a little bit. Just like mingling that smell together. Now when I smell ground beef, I sometimes, I remember that gross smell. But I was thinking about getting dried liver pills where they dry it up and then you just take a pill of it. So I might do that, but I might not. I've also been making my own element packets. So they put their recipe online and you can just go find it and mix it up. Just get your ratios right. So I bought about $60 worth of supplies, you know, like a big thing of potassium and that's not big, it's medium. A medium thing of potassium, a medium thing of magnesium, and then, you know, some nice salt. And I bought that months ago for $60 total. And I have made so many packets of homemade element from that. So I don't get element raw anymore, I just make it. And so that's been great and saving money. And then we get some of the flavored element packets. So, you know, got the chocolate one to get a nice hot drink, and the fruity ones I try to do every other day. So, but like I said, those aren't necessarily on plan, but they help, you know. And when I get a craving for sugar, which is rare, I usually just drink some of the flavored electrolytes. And even if I can't get the electrolytes, I can resist that craving now. Like, carnivore gives me willpower. And then if I'm really craving stuff, I make the carnivore ice cream. And I have seen myself lose weight on days that I eat the carnivore ice cream. Like, my weight does not go up when I eat it, which is really interesting. So it's like super high protein, high fat ice cream. It makes a big difference. So anyway, that's my update. Things are going well. Carnivore diet, 2 thumbs way up. Well, thanks for watching, guys.